We have three cases that we're going to talk to you about. The first one is of particular interest to me, and I think it should be to all of you as well. Goofball here, thinking his girlfriend is in the Uber, and you can see he texts. It's nice of him to text. His intent talks about what all he's going to do to the Uber driver. Uber driver obviously has no idea until a Ford F-250 pickup truck pulls right up on his bumper with bright lights. The Uber driver says, I wonder who this guy is. The tailgates him a minute, then he pulls out beside him, rides beside him a couple of seconds on 542 or the Dundee Road between Dundee and Winter Haven, and then starts to pass him and forces him to a stop in the roadway. When he does that, Jason jumps out of his F-250 pickup truck and says, "You know, I got a pistol. You want me to shoot you?" That was a terrible mistake on Jason's part, because the Uber driver not only happens to be a licensed to carry a firearm, concealed firearm in the state of Florida, but he just finished the police academy. So he understands the law. You will see the video in just a second. So when Jason jumps out of his truck after forcing him off of the road, is rapidly approaching him and saying, "I got a, what was it? I've got a pistol. You want me to shoot you?" He's holding a cell phone in his right hand coming up from his waist. When he does that, our shooter, Robert, who is an Uber driver, shoots him one time in the chest. And down he goes. Then Robert immediately, the Uber driver, calls 911. He talks in police lingo, by the way. "Hey, we need EMS, we need fire. I've shot one time. He threatened me." He tries to contain the bleeding, then he starts doing CPR, and you can hear as he gives a rendition about the suspect, Jason, breathing his last breath. Jasmine, who's in the back seat, so drunk she don't know Sikkim from come here. And at the end of the day, the message is clear. This is a justifiable homicide all day long. You have the right to protect yourself. This is a classic stand your ground case. A classic, and this was the intent of the law. Let me paraphrase. Uber driver's just doing his job. He has no clue in the world what's happening until a truck forces him off of the road. The guy jumps out and in seconds is on him saying, "I got a pistol, you want me to shoot you?" And he defends himself. Here's a message for the hotheads of the community. Don't do that stuff. Good people carry guns, and they will shoot you a lot. Graveyard dead. Leave people alone. It's a new day in the state of Florida and in the United States. You may be used to bullying people and being bigger and stronger and beating people up and slamming their heads into the pavement and pulling knives on them. I highly recommend against that if you value your life. Because Jason here thought he'd get out and throw a little threat on the Uber driver, and I appreciate Jason giving us his criminal intent in advance in writing. It helps create a perfect stand your ground for the Uber driver, Robert Westlake. Johnson broke the law, and he stands no more. It was not a good decision on his part. Oh, he was a barber at one time, And this picture is flattering compared to how bad he looked that night rolling out of that truck. Leave people alone. They may have a gun and shoot you.
I say something? You want my pistol? You want me to shoot you?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I didn't shoot you.